It's your girl Maya. I'm gonna make part 3 of my Emetophobia and Me video. I'm sorry about the lighting. The sun is starting to go down. One day I will have a ring light so that I can record whenever the hell I want to. But I just wanted to tell the final part of the story, and that's living with the emetophobia and the anorexia that came with. I will start out by saying that I was in very, very huge denial that I had anorexia because of the fact that it didn't stem from my body dysmorphia. I stated in my previous video that my body dysmorphia is I look in the mirror and I see like a super skinny skeleton person. So that doesn't have anything to do with my anorexia. I do not fear being fat. If I ever like grab part of my body and feel like extra fat, oh, that's from my makeup video, I get happy just because I've always been made fun of for being skinny. You get called terrible, terrible things. Obviously, you get called anorexic, and at that time I was denying it, so it really pissed me off. I was being called bulimic, which I definitely was not because I am afraid to vomit, you guys, so that's just, it doesn't work. And I've been called a crackhead, just all kinds of like really mean stuff. People were just mean to me just because I was skinny. I remember one time I was around 17 and I was with my high school sweetheart, and we were both skinny kids, and we were walking together. I was wearing, some days at school I would be a little hoe and wear my short little black skirt and some like knee-high socks, usually my Argyle pink ones, with high heels. And I did one day, I was walking with my boyfriend and these girls were just heckling me and stuff like that. And I didn't find out until later. If I had known that they had done it in the moment, I would have reacted. But they were throwing food at me and saying, "Eat, bitch." My friend told me that. She was like, "I can't believe you didn't say anything." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And she was like, "They were throwing food at you and telling you to eat, bitch." And I was just like, "Are you serious? Like, that people could take it so far as to it being anger?" One second. Sorry. One of these days I'm gonna get like an on-air sign and have it lit up so that, you know, I don't get interrupted. What was I saying? Oh yeah, it just, it would trip me out a lot that people would really show a lot of anger towards me about it. And I didn't get it. It was, why are you mad? So it was just like, you know, people are jealous, and that was probably part of it too, but I was severely skinny. I don't have a lot of pictures of me when I was that age of my body because I didn't like it. I knew I was skinny. I knew that I looked like a skeleton. I knew, you know, I had bruises up and down my spine because when you are anorexic, like something about like your bones are just so protruding that they leave actual bruises on your skin. So yeah, really when I really started going downhill was when I was in about 7th grade, and I got bronchitis, and I lost about 10 pounds. So I was around 85 at the time and went down to 75. So I was stuck in the lower or the higher 70s, lower 80s for a very long time. I'm now 92 pounds. I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but for me it's a big deal. I'm only 5'2". I have a thin frame. It's natural in my family. But yeah, that just caused a lot of weight loss and a lot of not eating because it was very painful to eat with the bronchitis. You know, I felt nauseous because of the drainage and just all of that. And then I entered high school, and that's really, really when things started to get bad, like where I would have severe panic attacks, like shaking where I couldn't control it, sometimes hyperventilating. I do that more now and less of the shaking, but it was so prevalent in my high school years that I had to tell my friends what was going on because I didn't want them to think that I was anorexic because at that time I was denying it. But, I came to the realization that this is anorexia. It's a different form of anorexia, and that is going to make it harder for me to find treatment. And that's when I started to research and find out all the things that, I can do to help with the emetophobia. It's gotten a lot easier. It's just like, imagine being sick to your stomach, like you honestly feel like you're gonna throw up at any minute, every day of your life. That was me in high school, and it was hell. I will be honest with you. It was more hellish than the way people treated me. I had some shitty things happen in high school. Maybe I'll talk about them, maybe not. A lot of people didn't like me. I did have friends. They were amazing. But there was a group of people, the scene and the emo kids, which was weird because I was an emo kid, so I didn't get why they didn't like me. But they just I guess they just got together and they would make fun of me. I found out that they called me the Corpse Bride, which I actually think is really great because I think the Corpse Bride is beautiful. And I kind of do see the resemblance, except I don't have such a teeny tiny nose. But yeah, that's my life living with emetophobia. I still live with it to this day. Very rare that I have a panic attack, unless at night. If I wake up and I feel like I'm going to throw up, I will panic. Usually because my mind's not in that spot where I can get myself out of it, tell myself, hey, it's going to be okay. Another thing is that when I became a pothead, like, it was like, emetophobia, who? So definitely after that, like, I started gaining weight. The nausea wasn't really a problem because I could just hit the bowl whenever I felt sick. I mean, I couldn't do that in public, like at work or anything like that, but it ultimately chilled me out so that when I went to work, I was already in a state of chill. So it was just, yeah, I have marijuana to thank for that. Also, my medication that I believe I was misdiagnosed as bipolar. I think that it's more along the lines of borderline. I do not want to give myself a label though. I have social anxiety and something weird mood swings that happen throughout the day, and that's like when I went to the doctor to find out if I had bipolar because I was diagnosed with it. That particular doctor who was an expert, the person who gave me the diagnosis of bipolar is a physician, but not a psychiatrist or a psychologist. So I went to see a psychiatrist, and she gave me the test for bipolar 1 and bipolar 2, and I failed the first question, which was, do you have mood swings that like last weeks or whatever? And that's not what I have. I have mood swings that go throughout the day. And part of me thinks it's because I'm a woman, and part of me thinks that I might have borderline personality disorder because I did look it up and I do have a lot of the signs, But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed and you understand me a little bit more. It was really hard for me to do these videos because one thing for sure in my life is that this whole emetophobia thing has been embarrassing. I mean, what kind of person fears to the point of shaking panic attacks, of throwing up, It was always so embarrassing to me, but now that I know that it's more common than I thought it was, I want to help people that are dealing with this. I met a girl on Facebook. I don't know why we got out of touch, but she was dealing with it severely, and I was trying to help her, but we just got out of touch. But hey, if you have emetophobia, you know, please come talk to me. I'm not an expert. I've just done research and kind of did some therapy on myself. So, you know, yeah, but thank you so much for watching. Thank you for giving me this platform or whatever to tell my story of why I am the way that I am. I mean, part of the reason why I am the way I am. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I enjoyed making this series. It was a little stressful because it's a little embarrassing, but you know, it gets easier. But yeah, that's one thing for sure. No matter what you're going through, it gets easier. If it's tough as hell, it's gonna get easier as long as you work towards that. You know, you got to keep yourself focused on defeating those demons, you know. But oh, I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. I already said that. Subscribe, guys. I do all kinds of types of videos. I do singing, I do makeup. I'll just do a random vlog. Sometimes I just eat and talk. It's great. I like to be a relatable person because I do try to be as true to myself on my channel as I can be, because I want to show people that not everybody is these face-tuned, you know, I don't know, people on YouTube. Yeah. I just keep rambling. That's what I do when I get on camera. I just ramble. But I'm done telling my story, so let it go. I love you guys so much. Mwah! Bye.